Hey guys, it's Vanessa Espinosa again, coming at you with a few more ideas for Kingdom Hearts 3 and how it could play out. First and foremost, let's go over who I think would be the perfect secret bosses, or bosses, in the lanes between. Now, if we go back to the concept of Birth by Sleep, with the Keyblade gliders, this could work. Sin, from Final Fantasy X. Contrasted with the color of Birth by Sleep's space map, he would be perfect because of the fact that he can blend in and the player can't see him coming. Not only that, but with the ability for Sin to have a high-powered attack, and not to mention the inability for the player to recover, gives you a test of skill. Undoubtedly. Second secret boss, but I have no idea where this guy can be featured unless they bring back Prankster's Paradise from Dream Drop Distance. Then this guy would make more sense. Kefka. I think he's from either Final Fantasy VII or Final Fantasy VIII. Now, he can show up easily hidden inside one of the boxes, or just like a random box that just moves around at one point when you hit like a reaction command or something, or a certain button. Then you get transported inside that box and Kefka starts challenging it. Now, his signature cackle would not only leave a mark on the players that have not only played that particular Final Fantasy game, but on the characters for the Kingdom Hearts series and for Kingdom Hearts players as well, since Kingdom Hearts is technically both Disney and Final Fantasy. Now, on to my world idea. Okie Oaks from Chicken Little. Now, from many people that know me, yeah, you guys saw this idea coming. Now, the reason I say this in particular was because Chicken Little was a summon in Kingdom Hearts 2. So, he's already well acquainted with Sora. So it wouldn't be too far-fetched of an idea. Plus, we know that most summons, if not all summons, from the Kingdom Hearts series turned out to be a world eventually in the Kingdom Hearts games. Now, here's how I believe the plot can work. And this is covering both Sora's scenario and Riku's scenario. Now, let's start with Sora's scenario. Easily, Sora could show up when Chicken Little's basically at the school, and it'd be like, here, you need some help with your locker? Who are you? I transferred to your school. I know most of the student population is animal related, but let's just say I can take on the form of an animal via his transformation ability. Either that, or he can just show up at the bus stop and be like an assistive without an animal transformation. When they get to the gym class, Sora can use his Keyblade to fling back the balls, much like he did with the wooden sword back in Kingdom Hearts 1 when Wakka kept throwing his blitz ball at him. Didn't think I'd mention that again, did you? Well, guess what? I did. Well, another thing that can happen, and this is leading towards Riku's scenario. At one point, when Sora senses that Riku is about to show up, he says to Chicken Little, "Hey, I have a friend who can easily help you, no problem, just as much as I have. Looks like another world is calling me. So, I'll leave him to you. His name is Riku. You'll be able to recognize him easily. He has silver hair, so you really can't miss him. He's really tall, too." And that's when Chicken Little finds out, okay, well, I'll just look for him, you know? And he says, well, I don't think you're going to have trouble becoming friends with him, considering how smart the both of you are and how awesome the both of you are personality-wise. No joke. Well, Riku's scenario starts like this. You guys remember the point where Chicken Little is sitting on the tree stump? And Abby says, well, if there's ever a good time to talk to your dad, it's now. And then Riku shows up, kind of like a Geppetto scenario in Dream Drop Distance. He asks, what's the matter? Is something wrong? And then they start explaining, after doing introductions as to who they are. And then Chicken Little at one point says, hey, I know you. I know your friend Sora. Basically, I helped him a while back, and he gave me a description as to what you may look like. Riku, right? And he goes, yeah. Riku says, yeah. Sora. Darn you. You know? Then it can continue on with his dad being a mini-boss. It's like, hey, you know what? As far as things go with your son, you really shouldn't ostracize him. I understand this is a father-son thing, and I usually don't butt in with this thing, but I'm going to have to this time. Considering he explained everything to me, and he knew exactly why you were ashamed of him, but you really shouldn't be. Okay, so basically he's just... Riku gets pissed off at Buck because of the ostracization that he's given Chicken Little. Not only does Riku get pissed off at Buck, but he gets pissed off at the rest of the town. And he starts to not even think twice about helping CL prove his innocence. Just like Sora didn't think twice. And towards the end, they see that Chicken Little actually ends up being right. And then Riku's like, ha! Now who's laughing at who? I told you guys you shouldn't have ostracized him. Now look what's happened. But as far as Chicken Little working as a party member, he unfortunately would not be switched due to the plot. Seeing as how he'd have to stay in with you like the whole time until he defeats the main enemy. Which, like I mentioned about his dad being a mini-boss, the main enemy basically can be that security drone that he fought in the game. But this time, that particular security drone can be much bigger, and there can be more stages than 3. considering the PS4's autosave feature. And once they finally see that Chicken Little was right about the alien invasion the whole time, then they start to apologize. Riku's like, see? I told you guys were acting like a bunch of idiots. But then Chicken Little gets praised for that and gets a bunch of apologies about being wrong. And whatnot, and things end up with a happy ending. So, there you go. Riku manages to make a new friend in the process. Chicken Little manages to make a new friend in the process. So either way, win-win towards Riku's scenario. As far as Kairi, though, I'm not quite entirely sure how it would work. Because, like Riku, she hasn't met Chicken Little, but Kairi hasn't really had any world exploration other than the world that never was. So, yeah, I don't really see Kairi working towards the scenario. And as far as a Keyblade for this world, I would say, like, a Keyblade based on the charm that Chicken Little comes out of. So, Baseball Basher, or Alien Assimilator. If we play on different sides. Sora gets the Baseball Basher, and Riku gets the Alien Assimilator. But anyway, guys, those are my ideas for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, subscribe to become a Keyblade wielder, and stay awesome as usual. Bye!